a lot of time on this show talking about big travel destinations like London, Paris, New York. But what about some of the hidden gems around our own country that travelers might overlook? Andrea Jackson sat down with novelist and travel expert Kristin Harmel on why Las Cruces, New Mexico is great.
So what made you decide to go to Las Cruces?
Okay, I have a confession. I went to Las Cruces because my sister lives there and I really wanted to go see my sister.
That explains it.
But you know what? This actually brings up an interesting point that I don't think we talk about enough. I think if there's somewhere you're traveling because you have family or business there, you should sort of look around the area and see what else there is to do. I mean, I have a lot of family in Massachusetts and I tend to go there and see them without thinking to myself, oh, I should, take a little day trip up to Maine or, whatever. So I think really when you're thinking about travel destinations, think about places where you can kind of kill two birds with one stone.
Okay, so you say the reason you went is because of family.
Absolutely.
But you also say there's a fascinating blend of cultures.
Las Cruces, New Mexico is a really interesting place. It's about 45 minutes from El Paso, Texas. So you sort of have the influence of the Mexican border being right there. I think it's about maybe 30, 40 minutes from the Mexican border. But you also have sort of this fascinating Native American culture there. So I think both of those things are really reflected in the architecture, the food, the people. It's just a very, very interesting kind of place of the country. And they cook a lot with chili. So if you like, if you like spicy
chili,
stuff, it's sort of a good place to go. But there's just kind of a lot to do there.
Okay, what is there to do in Las Cruces?
So there are a lot of natural things. If you're into hiking, biking, any kind of outdoor pursuits, there is a lot of that around there. But if you're just into relaxing, believe it or not, there's a wine trail there, which I wouldn't have thought. We'll certainly be talking a little bit about this sort of later in the show. But it's sunny 350 days of the year, which is wonderful. 350 days of the year. The weather is wonderful. In February, I believe temperatures are kind of in the 60s, and it kind of just gets warmer from there.
Sunny but cold, yes.
Nice, but a nice place to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not some place where it's going to be a nice escape in the middle of winter.
And how about around Las Cruces? You mentioned the border, but what else is around there?
There are some other cities within driving distance, but one of the places I really enjoyed going there was White Sands, which is a national monument.
Yes, I've been to White Sands.
You have?
Yes.
So have you gone sand sledding there?
Yes, it is so much fun.
It's just these beautiful white sand dunes. They're powder soft. You can rent or buy a sled there and go sledding just like in the winter.
It's very cool,
Yeah.
and a lot of people miss it, but it's a national park that people should go check out. I mean, it's one of those rare little gems, especially if you're doing a road trip.
Oh, absolutely. So I just think there's kind of a huge variety of things there. Food, spa, wine, outdoor pursuits, lots of things to do.
We're keeping you around for more details on Las Cruces. Thanks, Kristin. In the next hour, Kristin is going to break down the weekend itinerary for the perfect girls' getaway in Las Cruces.